front and back hops on the spot for the next 30 seconds. Your turn to try it. Let's all run on the spot with high knees for the next 30 seconds. Your turn. Let's work some fast feet on the spot for the next 30 seconds. Your turn. Forward alternating lunges for this one. So starting with your feet together, we're going to step forward into a nice lengthy lunge with one leg, and then we're going to go back to our base and start from the beginning with the opposite leg. Keep working on this until it's time to stop. Your turn to try it. Half burpee for this exercise. Now this is a nice low impact version of a burpee, and it's much easier. Basically all we're doing is we're dropping down. There's no push-up component and there's also no jump at the end of it. So we're taking the joint impact away from this exercise. So just drop down, get into that prone position, and then get straight back up and start from the beginning. Your turn to try this one.
I know
For this segment, let's everybody grab our bow suspension kit and let's connect to a secure high anchor point. Alright, we're going to combine pistol squats and rows together for this one, guys. We're going to do one side and then we're going to do the other. So make sure your knees are remaining nice and soft and your elbows are tucked in by your sides. Now, as you drop down, you've got to make sure you maintain a neutral spine. Your glutes are nice and active and you want to make sure you keep a straight wrist. Alright, so make sure you don't allow your wrist to bend back towards your body. Your turn. Okay, dropping down into a wall sit for the next minute. So what we want to do with this one is you're dropping down much like a squat. You want to make sure you've got 90-degree knees and your spine's nice and neutral and you're nice and relaxed. And we're just going to get that squeeze of the quadriceps and glutes for the next minute. Your turn. Alright, we're going to combine crawlers and T-rows in this exercise. So starting in a standing position, we're going to take 3 or 4 steps forward, then hit a T-row, and then 3 to 4 steps back into your standing position. No bending of the wrists, elbows remain high, as do the hips. Your turn. side step wide squats for this exercise. So we're going to drop down into a squat height, and we just want to try and maintain an upright posture as much as we can. And then all we're doing is stepping to the side. Step once to the left, bring your feet together, and then go to the right and bring your feet together as well. You can see my squats are fairly lengthy strides that I'm taking with these. So you guys make sure you do the same thing. Working a side leg raise for this one, guys, but we're going to make it a little bit tougher than usual. What we'll do is we're going to start with soft knees as far as your support leg is concerned, and you want to make sure that your ankle leads the movement, which basically means your hips got to be in the right spot. We're focusing on the top half of the movement, so don't let your foot drop all the way back down. Make sure your body doesn't lean out and try to maintain your torso. Your turn. seated hips raised for this exercise. So very important, have your arms by your side, and you can see that I've got my fingers pointing out so that I'm not putting additional pressure on my wrists. And then it's a matter of just lifting your body until you've got a straight line from your shoulder all the way to your ankle. Put a little pause in there and then work your way back down. Now try to keep your knees soft straight throughout the exercise. Your turn to try it. Lunge for this exercise with a static foot. We're going to do one side at a time. We're going to start in an abs rollout position with a neutral spine. Now you got to make sure that your front knee is above your toes and it doesn't push past your toes. You got to stay on the ball of the back foot for this one, guys. So don't go back down to your heels. Stay on the ball of the foot. Your turn to try it. isometric sumo squat for this exercise. You've got your feet at a V, so your toes are pointing out. It's a nice wide squat stance, and we're just going to drop down and we're going to sustain that position for 45 seconds. You want to make sure that your back is nice and neutral and upright. Your turn to try it. Pistol curls, guys. So it's a pistol squat into a bicep curl. Your elbows remain stationary in front of you and your spine is nice and neutral. Let's try and get full repetition range with this one. Your turn. Okay, getting into some deep, slow squat for this one, and then on the way up, we're just gonna add a jump to it, okay? Now, just make sure you're fairly light on your toes, so just jumping and landing on the toes rather than the heels, because we just want to try and preserve the knees. Working your way all the way down again into that deep squat, and just keep jumping at the end of each squat. Your turn to try it. Prone abduction for this exercise. Start from a plank on your hands. Push your legs straight out as far as they can go and then return them with controlled motions. Finish in your plank position. Your turn. Isometric glutes bridge for this exercise. So you want to make sure you've got your feet parallel at shoulder width, and we're going to lift up into a glutes bridge. You want to make sure you've got a straight line from your knees to your shoulders. You're squeezing hard with your lower back and your glutes and hamstrings, and your hands are in the air so you've got no support. Your turn. Working some leg curls for this exercise. So you want to try and keep your knees and ankles as close together as you can. You want to lift your hip so that they're off the floor for this exercise. Use the arch of your foot in the stirrups rather than using your heels, because this is going to give you a different variation, a little bit more focus on the hamstrings as well. Your arms should be up so that you've got no additional upper body support. Let's get you to try this one.
Well done for finishing your workout, guys. Please take a few minutes to stretch and cool your body down now.
If you enjoyed this workout segment, please assist us by liking and sharing. Remember to subscribe for your daily workout fix.